Alright guys, welcome to today's video. On this video guys, I am going to show you how to connect your television with your PC. And the goal of doing this is actually to connect the television to be showing two different things at the same time. For instance, we actually wanted to code and we want to be coding on our laptop, and then we are going to be reviewing the preview of what we are coding on our PC. So we are going to achieve that, and we are going to be able to do this making use of just one hardware. Now, the hardware we are going to be using is going to be, this is actually my television, and my television has a HDMI. It actually has two different HDMI to be precise. So currently, the HDMI one is the one that is connected. Maybe if you have two different HDMI source, it is going to be available for you. And also, this is the HDMI cable that we are going to be making use of right there. This is how a HDMI cable look like. And also you need to connect one of the HDMI to your television set, and then you connect the second one to the port where you have the HDMI area on your laptop. In that right now, so I'm going to be connecting the HDMI cable to my laptop. Let's go. It's really not easy connecting with one hand. Now I've connected it and it should be displaying on my television. Now, if for some reason it is not displaying, it could be two reasons. Try to check the port where the HDMI is connected at the back of your TV and make sure that it's properly connected. And second is also you check with your remote to see if it's connected to the right HDMI, because let's say you have two different HDMI ports. It's going to be HDMI 1 and HDMI 2. So you confirm the exact HDMI port that is connected with. So I think this is actually correct and it's on HDMI 1, and you can see it clearly showing right there. So also confirm that your HDMI is properly plugged on your laptop. Let's go ahead and go up to the next stage. So, and also for some reason, if maybe you are connecting your HDMI, there could be a situation where it doesn't display or maybe it shows black. Now, the thing to do is actually you press this key button, or rather this Windows button right there, this Windows button, together with your P. You press both of them together, Windows P at the same time. Now, when you do that, it's going to be showing on my screen right now. So Windows P is going to bring this to you, and this first option could actually be available or could be the one that is active. If this first option is active, it is only going to be showing your laptop. It is not going to be showing on your television. Now, if you use duplicate option is going to be showing everything on your laptop to your television. Now, if you choose extended, this extended actually allows you to display one thing on one side and another thing on the second side. Now, to actually set this and to make this start working, let me go ahead and show you guys how it's done. First, you can actually right click and click on display setting, but if it doesn't show you option to use display setting, there is actually a way to go around it. Now, you click on your start button on your keyboard, or rather on the laptop, click on the start icon, and then it brings you to this area. Now go over to the settings area, or you can click on the settings icon right there. It take you to the Windows settings. Next, you click on system section. So when you click on system, it actually has two different systems, the display 1 and the display 2. Now you can go ahead and identify which one is which. Now if you click on identify, you can notice on the let me go ahead and click on identify so that you can actually see my television. So when you click on identify, it shows 1 on your television and also 2 on your screen, which means the second one is your television and then the first one is your laptop. Now, if you go over, to set this up to start displaying properly, just scroll down and you can actually confirm from this area that is currently on multiple display. And if that is the case, you are satisfied. So the next thing is that this is our programming display, or rather a programming notepad. So I want to program right here and I want to display what I am programming, which is actually the preview. So this is actually my preview of what I am programming right now. This is it. So I want this to be displaying on my television while I program, which is this one, and it displays, and I can program everything I want right here, and then it display on my television. So to do that is actually very easy, but on your case, you might find it challenging. But then here is actually how to do it. So this browser right here, I have to move it to the second screen, and to move it to the second screen is very simple, but it might be challenging for you at first. Now, all you need to do, click and hold, and then you move this to the right. You notice on my television it has entered my television, but it's actually one-sided. So you make sure, I think I have water on my mouse. Let me clean that up. So let me go ahead and try moving again. Move this and make sure it enters your television. Now, looking at it, it might look difficult, but most times it's not difficult. The only challenge right now is because my mouse is actually wet. So this is it right there. So now it's here, and then you can double click to view it, to display it full, and you can clearly see, let me zoom out, you can clearly see it display on my television right there. So this is clearly displaying on my television, and then I can be programming on my laptop and I'll be seeing everything right here. Let me put my phone right here so that you guys can see. Okay, still not clear enough. Bro. I did not go ahead, mute. Thank you. I did not design the website so that I only design the header of the website. Now, after that, another thing I want to do is to make sure I do not see any other tab. So to make sure I do not see any other tab, what I will press is F11. Then F11 is going to be on display on full screen mode. Now, to move over to my laptop, just move the mouse to the other side of the screen and you move over to your laptop. And if I move the mouse to the other side of my screen, you see it displays on my television. And while it's displaying on my television, you can see the mouse. It is no longer going to be on my laptop. So to move it on my laptop, we move it to the left side, and then right here, we are on the laptop. So now what I want to do on the laptop is actually to create a code where whenever I write a code is going to be refreshed, and the code is just going to be as easy as this code right here. This code, meta equivalent refresh, is going to refresh my code in 30 seconds, but I actually want it to be faster than 30 seconds. Let's say every 6 seconds I want it to refresh. So I save that, and then I come over here and then I reload the page, right click, reload the page. So now every 6 seconds, this is going to refresh my page. I don't know if you are going to notice every 6 seconds, this is going to refresh. If you notice, the header just refreshed right now. So now let me move over to my programming. Now let me go ahead and do a little change so that you can actually notice that truly it is different. So let me change the background of our navigation to red color. So let's say background red, and then save, and you notice it just refreshed and it changed to red. That is exactly what I want to show you. And apart from that, let me go ahead and make it even the same color that it is, and let me go ahead and change the logo to an image. Remember, the logo is CL, which stands for Claboland. Now I'm going to change this to an image. So let me do something like this. Actually don't know the name of that image. So this is the name, clabolang.png. So I copy the name, come right here, paste it, Ctrl X, and it should refresh and show. You can clearly see it right there. But then the issue is the image is a bit longer, so I can actually work on that and make the changes. But that is actually not the point. The point of this video is to actually show you guys how we can actually work from this screen to the next. This is exactly what I want to show you. If you have further question regarding what I just did, you can go ahead and ask on the comment section. And do note that this doesn't actually mean that the second screen is not on our PC. The second screen is created on our PC, but the only thing we just did is to make sure we are actually able to view it on our television as well as our laptop. So I hope this video is helpful. If you have further question, leave it on the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Stay safe and peace.